The Miss South Africa 2026 Top 24 is finally here. And wow, this lineup is stacked. This year, we're seeing a mix of beauty, intelligence, advocacy, and some seriously impressive careers. And instead of ranking them today, I want us to go through every single finalist and talk about my first impressions, what stands out, and whether any of them have previous pageant experience. Because sometimes previous experience matters, but sometimes a fresh face comes in and completely changes the game. So, let's get into it. 1. Zwelize Jansen van Rensburg. We have to start strong. Zwelize is probably one of the most recognizable names here because she was Miss World South Africa 2024 and represented South Africa at Miss World 2025. That alone makes her one of the most experienced contestants in this lineup. She understands pressure, media, and international competition. Coming into Miss SA now? That's huge. She's definitely one to watch. 2. Unami Mtetwa. Unami is a content creator, marketer, and media professional. What stands out here is her communication background, and that matters a lot in pageantry. She's also represented South Africa in gymnastics and won gold, so competitive discipline is clearly in her DNA. Not traditional pageant experience, but definitely stage experience. 3. Tiani Makamu. Tiani has an entrepreneurial background and strong community leadership. What I like is that she's already been involved in impactful foundation work. I haven't seen major pageant titles attached to her yet, but her profile gives serious dark horse energy. 4. Teboho Palesa Molatlegi. Investment specialist. That screams intelligence and composure. Contestants in finance usually bring sharp interview skills. Health and wellness advocacy also makes her profile feel balanced. 5. Sunshine Dlangamandla. Assistant lecturer and researcher? That's powerful. She feels very intellectual and purpose-driven. Her Pan-African advocacy could be a major advantage if articulated well. 6. Simone Chituka. Actuarial associate. Very analytical, very polished, very Miss South Africa coded. She gives me strong interview potential. 7. Sibatle Ngwenya. Machine learning research engineer. This is one of the most unique profiles in the competition. I love contestants who bring something unexpected. She could really stand out. 8. Sanelisiwe Diko. A pharmacist. That's a profession that naturally connects to a health and wellness advocacy. Authenticity matters. 9. Palesa van Rooyen. A medical doctor. Immediate respect. Her career and advocacy align beautifully. Very strong foundation for this competition. 10. Offense Motown. Law graduate. Law contestants usually perform well in interviews because they know how to think under pressure. She could surprise us. 11. Nongtebo Mgadi. A filmmaker, which means storytelling, branding, and creativity. That can be incredibly powerful in pageantry. 12. Ndiwanga Murava. Another entrepreneur. I'm noticing entrepreneurship is a major theme this year. That says a lot about the kind of women Miss SA is attracting. 13. Modiegi Mashamaite. Journalist and news reporter. This is dangerous, in the best way. Journalists know how to communicate clearly and confidently. Big plus. 14. Makosazana Azana Masango. Musician, model, and philanthropist. This gives entertainer energy. Likely very comfortable on stage. 15. Leseho Kumo Nyatela. Model and entrepreneur. A strong combination because she likely has visual confidence and business sense. 16. Kendra Nora Horn. Sports scientist. That tells me discipline, fitness, and structure. Very curious about her runway. 17. Kaylin Matthews. Women's fitness coach. Again, strong health advocacy alignment. That consistency helps. 18. Katlejo Malebi. Candidate architect. Creative minds do very well in pageantry because they think differently. And at 31, maturity could be her edge. 19. Ipeleng Pearl Madiba. Archaeologist. This is one of my favorite profiles because it's so unique. She brings culture, history, and intelligence. 20. Gift Ndimani. A remote pilot. This is fascinating. Definitely one of the most unconventional backgrounds here. 21. Twenga Katlego Koturamopo. Social entrepreneur. This tells me leadership and community impact. Very aligned with modern pageantry. 22. Bonolo Marang Motao. Brand and marketing professional. Strong media understanding is always a plus. She likely understands personal branding better than most. 23. Amogelang Bunu. Speech therapist. This is underrated because communication is literally her profession. That could make her very strong in interviews. 24. Alia Khan Kumantarakis. Creative entrepreneur and one of the youngest in the lineup. Youth can be powerful if paired with confidence. She feels like someone to keep an eye on. Overall, I think Miss South Africa 2026 has one of the most intelligent and diverse top 24 groups we've seen in a long time. What stands out most to me is how purpose-driven this class is. Almost everyone has a clear advocacy and a professional background that supports it. And then you have contestants like Zoalize, who already bring major pageant experience, which adds another layer of competition. It's still way too early to rank them, but first impressions? This is going to be a very competitive season. Who stood out to you the most? And do you think previous pageant experience gives an advantage? Or should Miss SA always go for a fresh face? Let me know in the comments.